Hey, Luke. Congratulations on being first. Hope you're doing well. I think we'll just jump straight into our game screen. No need to muck around too much. Oh, what's going on with this code there? Like a weird. Oh, that's right. It's not a Zoom. It's a notebook. Get out of my way. I really wish there was a run. Just to speed him up just that little bit. Now, I've been trying to work out... I don't know really what our objective is at the moment. We're just kind of wandering around looking for clues, and I speak to you from my new MacBook. Oh, very nice. Congrats on the new MacBook. I don't know much about Macs, so it'd be sort of pointless me asking you too many questions about it. They are a very reliable system though. That much I do know. Is his coat fixed? Yeah, his coat's fixed now. Let's go back in here, see what we can find. Hey, Mr. Carter, welcome in. How you doing? Great to have you here, as always.
Radiant, sir. Radiant.
Soon you'll be able to have conversations without even actually typing. They'll just all be sound bites. Oh. Now, we didn't get this last time, did we? Screwdriver?
Locked. But a true detective never leaves home without his... Sometimes even the most experienced detective has to go home to get his lockpicks.
That's just poor form, Blacksad. Ask Luke about his Tim Hortons yesterday. Luke, tell me about your Tim Hortons yesterday. Or is someone going to be watching him from the window? No? I know they're a coffee place. Yeah, radio Docbot. Quick, answer the phone. And his lovely walk over the motorway.
I hope that wasn't a client. Although probability would suggest a cold call. Or, even worse, the War Veterans Therapy Group.
Maybe he needs an answering machine?
I was pretty sure I left the lockpicks on the table.
Okay. Yeah, no worries, Mr. Carter. Oh, it's here.
What did you do to earn the admiration of a millinery culture, distant cousin? What if
photo.
the only thing that keeps you going is the very thing that won't let you move on? The past is a
Hey,
worm.
thank you so much for
A
the
big
sub,
fat
Luke.
worm, inching towards the present, swallowing everything in its path.
Now, Mr. Carter's ducked off for a moment, but he said I have to ask you about your trip to Tim Hortons and your walk over the motorway. Is that right? Oh, hang on, we had a pop-up there for cat sense or whatever it's called. I didn't know you did either, actually. I thought they were
Who cares if I drink or not? The
only
truth? I use tequila to clean my
Canadian thing.
lockpicks. In fact, I just finished cleaning them when that rhino walked in. Maybe we knocked them down during the fight. Good old Weekly did a fine job with these pictures.
It's a bit saucy.
I wonder if that rhino would ever have the nerve to use it.
Trying to remember how we use the cat sense thing. It keeps sort of popping up there for a second. I still just keep thinking Chicken Police, the way the character designs are.
Smells good. Tasted even better the day Smirnoff brought it, in exchange for a favor. A favor no cop should ever be paid for.
What did he do?
Police Commissioner Smirnoff smoked that cigarette. Judging by the way he put it out, he was pretty nervous.
Anything else to have a look at? Oh, picture on the wall. Window.
A visiting friend once told me that New York City smells like a giant bonfire. I'd say the smell is rubbed off on me.
And for cigarettes. Hey, no worries, Luke. Enjoy your work. Thank you again for the sub. That's very much appreciated. Ah, so he was in the army. Sort of imagined it. No, I didn't imagine it. Something came up with the cat sense icon. Oh, no. He said he wanted to look under the couch. No. No, we don't do deductions yet. There we go. Oh, what's this? That's it? No, I don't want to leave. I don't want the notebook. Trying to get some of these particular icons to highlight are really a pain. Ah, okay. Quick, answer the phone.
Most detectives feel safe with a gun in their pocket. Me, I prefer lockpicks. At least I know these little fellows won't backfire.
Quick, answer the phone.
Sometimes I also use it to type out reports that nobody reads and invoices that nobody pays.
That's a bit rough.
Where the hell did you go, John? I thought you were on the case.
I had to leave for a minute.
I had to run an errand, but I'll be back in no time.
You made a crappy impression, and now Sonia has second thoughts about you.
That's a bit rough. I think we'll leave.
Looking back, I wish I'd never found my lockpicks. Maybe I wouldn't have gone back to the gym. All hell was about to break loose.
Oh, what's going to happen? How much trouble can a lockpick get him in? I wouldn't think much. Oh, this isn't the gym.
Bobby Yo's place was on the way, so I decided to drop by, lockpicks in hand. The gym could wait.
I'm confused. Didn't you need the lockpicks for the gym? So why does it go into Yale's place?
Sonia and Jake had already searched the place, to no avail.
Oh, okay. I do enjoy
But a
little
good detective would have
lockpick mini
better luck.
games.
I know it might not seem like it, but... When someone hits you like that, you know you're onto something. It's only fair to show some gratitude.
Well, well, well. Long time no see.
Uh-huh.
You actually did it. You ruined my life. But trust me, you'll pay for this, now that my partner is asleep.
Damn cat. Well done, Colbert. Now.
This is not a great
How about
situation
this?
to be in.
For every wrong answer, I'm gonna give it to you with this club. Deal?
Can we just talk it out?
Couldn't we just talk it out?
Wrong answer.
Oh,
First, well, second question. What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, okay. We've got two things we can look at. Oh, hello.
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
Hmm. No, did that already.
A shamrock? Is he Irish?
So have we got anything on? Ah, he's got one too. What else are we looking at?
It should start to swell any moment now.
Okay.
Now, where were we? What the hell are you doing here?
Are you of Irish descent?
I've got an Irish boss, just like my friend Colbert here. I'm sure the name O'Leary rings a bell, right?
Desmond O'Leary.
Oh.
If you live in New York City, you've certainly heard of the richest bookie in town. After everything that's happened, I was beginning to feel like this case was finally moving forward.
Wrong answer!
Oof.
But I was wrong.
Seriously, what the hell are you doing here?
I know your friend Colbert and his wife.
Now he wants to insult you. All right then, he's all yours. All right. Now it's your turn. I'll call the boss.
Yeah, maybe I should have answered his question.
You'll be sorry for what you did to me, pal.
Desmond, we caught some damn detective snooping around Bobby Yale's place. Yeah, hired by Dunn's daughter. Safe and sound? What do you mean exactly? Oh, sure. Will do. Colbert,
Oops.
stop hitting him, you beast.
What a shame. We were just getting to know each other.
Must admit, the load times in this could be a bit better. Hey, back here. Oh, that's new. That wasn't there last time we were here.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know,
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Oh.
I'm sorry I went to Mars for a second, but I'm back now and I got t-shirts for
Had it been
everybody.
stolen?
I don't know.
Hey,
My
Mr.
father
Carter,
wore it
welcome
on
back.
his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with Bobby
Disappearance.
Yale's disappearance.
Oh, oh my, yes. It could be.
Oh, okay, we've got two things this time.
What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
How did he get that?
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly. What the hell are you doing here?
Good save. He looks like Batman. He does a bit, actually.
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How's your day today, Mr. Carter?
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone
Besides
to see...
radiant.
Radiant, sir. Radiant.
Clues collected allows new deductions.
Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special,
It's a
that
big
makes them worth
Sunday.
knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
This bourbon shake is delicious.
It was already locked and
Wanna
loaded.
taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
I don't think Dunn killed himself.
What? Do you have a suspect? Any leads?
No, it's just a hunch. Although... I haven't identified the murderer just yet.
Yet.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, the bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's the Walrus. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent. Bobby
Never
Yale's
heard of
rival.
him.
Hey, he might have a motive, right? He might know something about Dunn's death, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons?
Busy day at work, Luke.
Weekly was right. Cassidy could have had a motive to kill Dunn. Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The farther I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best
yeah.
approach might be.
I can
Should I
relate to
give him
that.
an order or a subtle suggestion?
Come
Suggestion.
on. I know you're dying to ask me to investigate Cassidy. I can see it in your face.
Well, yeah, maybe.
You don't even have to ask. Consider it done. But you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
what
if not,
What's talking about.
Bye-bye, Cassidy.
All
Condenser.
right. I'll see what I can do.
Great. That's settled then.
By the way, I never told you what happened to Colbert, did I?
No. What happened?
That's right. He took
Your announcers
photos,
came
didn't
by
he?
and offered me money to keep quiet.
Wow. Are we talking petty cash or big bucks?
The latter.
That's my boy. Good job, Blacksad.
Your boy Blacksad didn't take the money.
What?
Listen, Weekly.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't the right thing to do. Yada, yada, yada.
Maybe we shouldn't have told him the truth. The loading times on this
So,
game.
Was there really someone on
surprised
the
me.
roof?
Oh. No, false alarm.
No one. I must be seeing things.
A hallucinating detective. This must be my lucky day.
Miss Dunn, can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
Oh, that's right. There was more stuff to suss out, wasn't there? What's on that jumper?
Nice and steady heartbeat.
He can hear our heartbeat.
Stop it! It's turning me on!
So the other one's a visual one. What have we got to look at? Oh, eyes. Okay.
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup.
Okay. What's the
Did you and your father get along?
Let's just say our relationship got better when I left for Sunny University. An 8-hour drive from here.
Meaning?
I'll lay it out for you, Mr. Blacksad. My father, Joe Dunn, disappeared the day my mother died. He became a shell of himself. Joe Dunn, my legal guardian. A man who gave me food, shelter, clothing, and an education. And that's more than you need to know.
What's the Wars
I
Cassidy
saw you
doing?
arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
Remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this gym?
Well, Cassidy manages Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
What's that? Quite nosy. Just grabs her.
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Name, address, and date of birth. Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Did you find anything interesting in those
okay.
papers?
No. Investigation
no,
work takes
there
time.
is, Mr.
as
Carter.
I'm sure
There
you
is.
know.
It's there. I just have both. All right, let's go. Wait. Shut up, Mr. Carter. You've still got to get me a sound bite for that. Knuckle. He's new. Makes you laugh every time.
Thanks, pal.
So, what else can you tell me about Dunn's death?
Well, Not much. My memory's not what it used to be.
Racial issues?
Dunn wasn't black, but he allowed you and Bobby Yale to train here.
Yeah, this was the first integrated gym in the city, I think.
But not everyone liked that, hmm?
You've seen the graffitis, right? If I get my hands on that bastard...
Bobby Yale?
Do you have any idea where Bobby Yale could be?
Not a clue.
I dropped by Bobby Yale's apartment. I think he might be involved with O'Leary, the bookmaker.
You sure? Yale
Pretty
had some
sure.
dark years, no doubt, but Dunn turned him into a decent guy. I'm no detective, but I wouldn't follow that lead.
You said Yale joined a gang back in the day? Know which one?
Hell, I don't know, John. This is New York City. There are
Have
more
you?
gangs than people.
I don't know why, it just makes me think of, is it Bolo from Mighty Boosh?
If Yale's gonna fight the reigning champion, he's got a big career ahead of him.
He hasn't lost a single fight since he turned pro. The little bastard beat the socks off me a few years back.
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Yeah, and his wife, Bobby's
Doesn't
mom,
strike
died
me as
shortly
your sort of show,
after.
Mr. Carter.
Dunn is the closest thing the family to
The
poor kids
humour, I
had
think,
ever
is a bit
since.
too surreal. Yeah, it took me a bit of time to get used to his voice, Luke. I mentioned that on first stream. I kind of imagined he'd have a smoother voice, not quite as husky. But now I'm used to it. It works quite well.
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
She's hot, ain't she?
She doesn't seem
It
too
seems
upset.
like her father's death didn't really upset her.
Well, she likes to play it cool, which makes her really hot.
But he's a gorilla and she's a cat.
You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, I've known her since she was a baby. But she sure has grown, if you get my drift. I hadn't seen her since she left for college about 4 years ago.
Ask about
What was
Joe,
Joe
I
Dunn
guess.
He was a decent man. Have you seen all those slogans on the wall? Those motivational phrases? Joe really believed in them. All of them.
Oh, saxophone player?
He played the saxophone, right?
Yeah, pretty well for a white boy. But he quit when his wife died. Makes no sense, right? I mean, nothing draws chicks like the brass. Why quit when you're finally free? Ha 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 ha.
That's a decent sleep, Luke. I can't remember the last time I got that much solid sleep. Shut up, Mr. Carter. Joe or Joey?
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although, she didn't call him anything
Hate.
after she died.
What sort of temperatures you had there at the moment, Luke?
I found an empty wine bottle on the rooftop. Did Joe Dunn drink?
Only for a while, back when his wife died. But eventually he quit. After that, he'd only drink on special occasions.
Keep training.
I better let you get back to your drills.
All right.
2022. Yeah, definitely not what we'd get here, but I don't think you'd enjoy our summers here, Luke. Book called Hall and Other Poems. chest expander. Is that what it was? Five resistance springs to boost your upper body strength. Add extra springs as you go stronger. Ah, now we saw a chest expander in the alleyway, didn't we? The lockers. Ah, there we go. I want the lock picking game again. Recognize that clover pin.
What the hell?
Oh,
Jake, give me one good reason not to smash in your face. What the hell are you doing in my locker?
we're friends?
Come on, man. We're friends. Calm down.
Friends don't spy on each other.
Get off me.
Sometimes, John, I can just punch you.
That was a bit rough, but fair. I must have missed the flood warnings, Mr. Carter. Can I go through his locker again? Wonder if he beats me up again. There's nothing else in there. Hey, Cammy. I'm indeed wearing pants, are you? Good to have you here, Cammy. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. There's quite a few new ones of these now, don't we? Just got your coffee, setting your stuff up. Ah, very nice. What's on the agenda for today, Cammy? Wow. What have we got? First Ascendant? Ah, nice. Jake got mad when he found he was searching the locker. Oh,
Why do you have that pen, Jake? What mess are you in?
we haven't had that happen before. So what happens if now we've come to that deduction?
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
Oh, O'Leary's men told me.
O'Leary's men told me a while ago.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
Nothing. You're my friend.
We're pals. I won't do a thing. But please, tell me the truth.
Okay, I guess I should have said something. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
I get it.
Yeah, I understand.
Seriously, you don't seem like the type to accept shady offers.
I've done my fair share of
I've
shady
done things like that, and worse, but I'm not proud of them. This very morning, for example.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning widows. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do Including my contract and paycheck is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right. The fact that his business is illegal doesn't turn you into a criminal. We're only accountable for our own actions. But that's not what bothers me.
You're covering up.
I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot.
Ah, so
I stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
What was he saying?
What exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be pissed off.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
We'll make mistakes.
Don't worry. We all make mistakes. Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
Thanks, John.
Read all those, didn't we? I think I asked this before, Cammy. How you going with Last Descendants? First Descendants. Oh, window.
Dunn's room had quite a view. Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
I haven't played it, no. I've heard of it though, Cammy. To unlock another character. Oh, nice. Here we can look at. Oh, safe.
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
It sounds a bit like Destiny was in some areas. Anything else here? So the wedding ring had her name on it, didn't we? Didn't it? Handwritten name on it. We know Mary had nice handwriting.
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
Good
Did you
question.
find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Well, maybe we can go back and talk to Mary, who was at the restaurant cafe place. Oh shit, that was what I ordered. This doesn't matter too much now, does it? It's one time I really wish there was a fast walk or run option. I suppose it's easier. Yeah, I know. I think I played Warframe once, Cammy, and it was literally just because I saw it was free and thought it could be worth checking out. You should get more coffee, Cammy. I didn't mind what I played of Warframe. I think it was just I had no one to play it with. So I didn't really stick with it, Cammy. Some of those multiplayer games, they're fun if you've got someone to play with. You grinded the heck out of it. It can be fun doing that in games.
Hi, Mr. Blacksad.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Sometimes
Sorry. I think that's it for now.
it does, Mr.
See you around.
Carter.
We'll miss
It
you at
does.
Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Maybe it's something. Mary put the ring in the envelope.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
Now, can I go back and talk to her? Especially if they can't quietly. Oh, guys.
Hi.
Right? What? Still got no other talking options.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
I really thought I'd get more out of that. Yeah, no worries, Cammy. Enjoy your coffee. Have fun with First Descendants. Did I get that right? We haven't run the poll, Mr. Carter, so no.
Oh, bother.
I mean, I can run the poll now if you'd like. If we have any more deductions. Locker? No. Mary and Dunn were seeing each other. Dunn's random. Oh, okay.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe?
Hello, Kaz. Now, do I know Mary's birth date, or am I going to have to go back and get it? Oh, yes, let's try it. Oh, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to go back to the cafe. Sonia's. Oh,
Could you
no.
tell me your birthday
Of course, March 6th.
and the year?
I'm 24, Mr. Blacksad.
In
You do the
London
math.
next Friday, first work trip. Oh, nice.
No luck.
Okay. Now we can look at something else on the desk. No?
Seemed like a happy family.
One say 64 slices of American cheese. Oh, duck butt. I'll have to see if there's a way I can set up any kind of memory feature so it can actually retain fragments of conversation. Oh, best views on. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Thank you, Shadow 1906. No, I don't need you to look up cake recipes. So I think I saw you were playing Elden Ring. Was that right, Luke? That's what you'll see. Well, that's what we'll see. You'll be banned, so you'll just get kicked out. Haven't you seen that little animation before, Mr. Carter? I think it's only the fourth or fifth time I've had to use it. Well, there you go. But yes, that's what we'll all get to see when I finally eject you from the channel. Been doing co-op on Elden Ring. Nice. Is that the DLC or original game?
Hi.
Alright, what's your birthday? What? Game is my favourite call possible since Alien Isolation of Death. Wow, that's a big call. So, how
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
how do we find
I
out
really
Mary's
can't remember
birthday
anything.
then?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't give me that option, Mr. Carter.
I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
I am racking my brains on what we're supposed to bloody do. Use the cheat code. Is there a cheat code? Probably not. That's something I miss. Video games these days don't have cheat codes like they used to when we were kids, Mr. Carter. You could have a code for unlimited lives or level select. Good old-fashioned gaming skills. Yeah, but my reflexes aren't what they used to be. I discovered that when I tried to play X-Defined. Maybe her birthday's in the Rolodex if we go back and look at that. It's got a red 2, so does that mean... Cards and staff information. Dunn's table. Okay. Mary's birthday might be the same. Ah. A card on Dunn's desk. Oh, that's new.
Looks like Dunn liked to measure his daughter and Bobby Yale each year. Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
Oh, I've got another one over here. What's this?
I remember that fight, back when Jake was coming up the ranks.
Let's check the cards again, eh? Can we find a birth date now?
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
So does he automatically do it? Use Mary's birthday. There we go. Gotta keep it down. Oh, top up. Business insurance. Oh, okay, we're not reading it. Oh, last will and testament. That'll be important.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
think Bobby Yale read it.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
Signed.
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks. A few bucks. Just petty cash.
There you go.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner.
Okay, now what? Anything new? No. That's right, I want to see if we can get Weekly's interview.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well,
What's the interview?
he would like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how
That's
did
fair
this
for a
friend
drink.
of yours find out exactly?
You saw the rope?
I'm pretty sure he saw the,
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
What can you tell me about the gym's insurance?
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
What's in those papers you're going through?
Red tape.
Great. If you find something, please let me know.
I thought you were the detective. You do your job, and I'll do mine.
She's got a bit of an attitude.
I think I
Yeah,
know
she really
who
is
had your
crabby,
mother's
Mr. Carter.
ring.
You do?
Mary Purnell. I think she was in love with your father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. You failed to keep... Oh, shit. Was I supposed to keep Mary's secret? Oh, no. Why was I keeping it a
What can
secret?
you tell me about Jake?
I thought you were friends. Guess I was wrong. He and my father were friends, so don't go down that road.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, shit. I feel bad now. I didn't mean to, Didn't mean to blow Mary's secret. She already said that, Doctor.
That's what she said.
According to Jake, had a strong argument with Yale and was painting on the scaffold. There's paint on the gym floor. Who do the footprints belong to? No. Dunn wanted to call off the fight. So I assume the red one there means that there's a combination here. It's going to give us Paint stain on the gym floor. Who does the paint belong to? I think we did that one before, didn't we? It didn't get anywhere. Season 7 of The Office rewatch. I think season 7. I think that's the last good one. That's the one where Carell leaves, isn't it? A heart of gold. But you're an AI. Anything else to ask this guy? John's fine.
Do you remember anything else about Joe Dunn and Bobby Yale's argument?
No, not really, no. Only Joe yelling. If you do, I'll call off the fight and kick you out of the gym.
Hmm. I'm not sure I know where we go from here. Call someone? Let's tell Smirnoff what we know. Read a proper Tim Hortons coffee. I hear they do good coffee.
Smirnoff.
You're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
What's he got? Ads are apparently running. Out of order.
Life is off and off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music. And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony.
Times 4, Mr. Carter.
Ways
That's
that are not
unlucky.
always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
I was born tired.
I was born tired. I'm used to it.
You're not the only one. Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water.
Oh, you poor thing.
John, you alright?
It's alright.
I'm always all right.
Yep, that's the problem with us men. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
You drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
This is a chance to have a look over the file. status, widower. Age 47. Time of death, approximately 7 p.m. Violent asphyxia. Neck presented 4 ring-shaped marks around the entire circumference caused by said rope.
Excuse me, I have to piss. Out of my penis?
Swollen and slightly scraped knuckles.
I'll be back in a jiffy!
No worries, Mr. Carter.
Interesting.
Cause of recent trauma. No internal autopsy was performed since external evidence seemed sufficiently conclusive.
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now? Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
Give you my word.
Sure, you can trust me. I give you my word.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Sure, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
Clues collected allow new deductions. So does that mean we've got 4 deductions we can make now? Dunn's knuckles were swollen. He had swollen knuckles. Nope. There's so many different combinations of things you could have here. What would his weight have to do with it? Oh, okay. Dunn was murdered. But how do we get that from the weight in the rope? Oh, okay. He wasn't tall enough to hang himself.
I'm much taller than Dunn, and I can barely reach the noose. There's no way Dunn hanged himself. Not on his own, at least.
So, who? Dunn had 4 neck. Oh, I wonder if they used the chest expander to choke him. Because that had 4. Oh, got it.
Wow. It looks like it wasn't the rope that suffocated Dunn. It was the chest expander.
So now we have new deductions on top of that. Okay. Dunn wanted to call off the fight. No, okay. No. Don't want it to call off the fight. Nope. His knuckles were swollen. This is a fun game. It's just trial and error, isn't it? His knuckles were swollen. No. Okay. So is it strangled with chest expander? Is it? No. So why does it let me select those two? Does that mean I've got to find what the third one is? Who do the footprints at the gym belong to? Is that... Paint in the trash. Okay. Nope. I have no clue. I know the chest expander was out in the alleyway. Maybe there's another clue there now. Have I not got the option to call him now? Ah, that's interesting. Let's check out this chest expander, see if there's... Hey, Luke. Can we talk to him again? No, he's asleep. Well, we think we found our murder weapon, Luke. But no idea what to cruise to Norway instead. Ah, nice. Have you been to Norway before? Haven't been to Norway. What prompted the change? Is there just more to see in Norway? See more interesting than old bricks? Yeah. Yeah, I can see there'd be quite a difference there.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
There's got to be more deductions to make to progress this story. Plus, the ship is basically hotel. Yeah, that is one good thing about cruises. Okay, so they argued. Dunn had swollen knuckles. Sailing past a fjord would be quite an experience. What am I missing here, guys? I've got three different deductions I can make by selecting these options in a particular order. Ah, here we go. There's one.
Bobby Yale. I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
Now I've got another new deduction. Okay. Bloody hell. That's not it either. I don't know why the photographs is one there. Female band Heart. I can't say I know them. They did a cover of Stairway to Heaven. I'll have to check them out, Luke.
Christ.
Cover's amazing.
Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
Oh, here we go. Another cut scene or something.
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
The evidence is stacking
Everything
against
seems
him.
to point in that direction. I'm certain of it.
But he could have been framed, couldn't he? In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed.
I'll have to check
Opening
him
the
out after
safe
the stream.
and finding my
Luke.
father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
I'm wishing at this point there were a few more locations. I've spent a lot of time just in this one section. so we've still got more. First two links are live versions of their songs with an orchestra. Oh, nice. And the third is the Zeppelin song. I'll definitely have to check that out. Thank you, Luke. His knuckles were swollen. Is it the photos? No. Can you sing? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there, Doc, but... Okay, Oh, okay, we've got 3 there. Hey, we got it, finally.
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he threatened to call the fight off.
Because he punched a paint can? Okay. Oh, so I think we've got them all. We have no more deductions now. So we have nothing new for Sonia. Take a quick check in with Jake. Joe Dunn. Gun in the safe.
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although... when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes
Zeke.
later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms.
Thank
Then
you
he
so
just
much for the
stood up
sub.
and put on his gloves.
How you doing? I don't know if you've had a chance to have a look at it yet. I sent you a link to a great little page that does adventure game design. I know we haven't talked about it for a while, but it could be something to keep in mind for the things we've discussed. Dead by Daylight? Yeah, and the fact that it's free is very appealing. It's definitely, yeah, something I'm going to look into a bit further. So, where do we go now? I don't think I can... That guy's dead to the world. I don't think we can do anything with the chest expander. How's Dead by Daylight treating you today, Zeke? Anything we could do down? No, just a dead end. Yeah, it's a weird little glitch on the wall there. I don't know if anyone else can see that on the right hand side. Maybe it's my TV. It's exhausting. Are you grinding for something in particular or just enjoying a few matches? Let's get back and see if we can tell anything to what's her name now. Yeah, maybe I'm just being really picky, but I'd like to be seeing more variety in locations. What, roughly 4 hours in, or getting close to 4 hours into the game now. And we've only seen the same spots.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I just found out it was a week ago.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm sure you received wonderful presents. For example, your date of birth used as the combination for Dunn's safe.
My goodness.
Busted.
I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
Just a few casual matches. I haven't played it in such a long time. The few matches I had, I was never any good at it. Any upcoming new releases you're looking forward to, Zeke?
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant.
Training?
Worked out first thing, huh?
Oh, no.
No?
He used to say that showing his boxers how to fight was exercise enough. Paperwork. He just hated it. But that was just him. Instead of putting off the things he couldn't stand, he did them as soon as possible. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
Tried to cheer you up?
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air.
And they're a
That
big
was the
80s
first of
band.
many cups on the rooftop.
I think she's 65 and still would have hit notes. Oh wow, so they've been around for a while. You seduced done?
Which is
No,
why
actually,
you
probably the other
seduced
way
her.
around.
I'm a decent woman, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day. So we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone.
Why the secret?
Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was. And we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime. He gave me the wedding ring, and
yeah, I love
we decided to
Good
tell the
Life
world.
performance,
He said
Luke.
he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
Did you want Sonia to
What
find
about
out?
you? How did you feel about telling Sonia?
Maybe you already noticed, I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Too much fresh air?
Too much coffee and fresh air?
Why? Why would you say that? I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
I'm a fan of Tina Turner since oh, there you go. I haven't listened to a Tina Turner song in a good long while.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she suddenly defending Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
Ah, that's... what's his name? Leary? Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve.
They are,
I'm
aren't
so
they,
sorry
Luke?
they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad.
Oh.
So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
Gotta say yes.
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Aw, I think you look mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me...
Speaking of great voices, I love the voice acting in
I always
Still
play it
Wakes
nice
the
and
Deep
safe.
Luke. I think that's some of the best voice acting I've heard in a video game in a long time. So what are we going to find out now?
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective, and I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
Okay.
All right, then. Let's work together.
I thought you'd be hard to convince, that you'd appeal to the moral high ground or something. Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, And you bet a beer that we don't.
No
In
worries,
3
Luke.
days,
Thanks for the link.
one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
It's illegal.
It's illegal for starters.
Illegal? Let me tell you what should be illegal.
He's a bit slow
The
there,
way
Luke.
our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country.
Or maybe he's
a place
broken.
where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me,
It's none of your business.
with all due respect, it's none of your business.
Ooh, all right. Never mind then. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
Doesn't justify.
Okay, but that doesn't justify what you do for a living.
Oh boy. Did you hear anything I just said? Anyway,
No,
when the
really.
government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
Sure, but there's no room for your ways in civil disobedience.
My ways? Oh, I know what you're getting at. But what's past is past. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first, but when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
Just the
It was
rhinoceros.
just Colbert.
That bastard. Don't you worry. I will have a serious talk with him. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. As I said before, I like to help people so I can count on their gratitude. That applies to fellow partners like police or, in this case, a detective. I won't deny this business has its fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties, but I'd rather leave that to my enemies. And you are not my enemy. And, it looks like we're here.
I think you might have just missed him, Zeke. I think he was on a work break and he's back to it now. How are your matches going?
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, you can honor our arrangement and share your findings with me.
Getting murdered.
Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make
So
sure
you normally
you're
play as
suitably
the
compensated. Colbert! Wilson!
part of the team trying to escape. Thanks, Mr. Carter. I must admit, Zeke, I never would have expected Dead by Daylight to have lasted as long as it has.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
What have we got here? Photo?
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
It's the scarf. Mm-hmm.
17th century French fables. Mare must be one boring old lady.
What else have we got? Oh, looks like his heater's broken. He's got steam coming out the pipe there. Oh, it's bathroom. There's got to be some secrets in here.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
It's like they're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. Look, they may be. And given how many people are still playing it, they've obviously found enough sticking that keeps people coming back to it. That was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? Just for that one little thing. This kitchen's filthy. That's right, the cards. I forgot about those. What's in his bedroom? We should do some... Yeah, I've got to renew my sub for that, but yes, we do. I've still got it installed. Oh. Self-portrait. The Sicilian capo.
You like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby? Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
Boxer. Oh, hang on. There's another collectible down there.
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Interesting.
Nice chain.
Do we have any? No deductions yet. Well, fridge. What's in the fridge?
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
What do we got here?
A woman's fragrance.
Ah, the
Almost
scarf.
angelical.
Why is her scarf at Bobby Yale's place?
she's been here recently, but why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Okay, so I guess we try and track down... Did they both kill him? No, stay. It's got to be something else. Hey, Luke. How's work going? Oh, I missed that one before. That was definitely worth coming back for. I missed both those. Makes me a little frisky. Oh dear. I definitely need to spend a bit of time experimenting with this AI to try and find a nice balance. I don't think there's anything else we're going to find though.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
Working from home, you did have a wine once? Well, if you can't have a drink when you're working from home, what's the point of working from home? I get sloshed on team
When I
meetings.
left, I told O'Leary I hadn't found a thing. The minute I was
That's why
alone,
my camera's
I
always
left
off
for
during meetings, Mr. Carter.
But before all that, I took a small parting gift for her.
Why was her scarf at Yale's apartment?
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise? When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
How did you open the door to his apartment?
I think it was already open. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to
A
figure
video
it all
loop?
out.
That could work. You're protecting a
Do you
murderer.
realize you might be protecting a murderer?
What? I'm not protecting anybody.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight.
Were you cheating?
I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Segregated healthcare, with far worse conditions for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I completely understand you, Mary.
Just think if you were also a woman. He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The three of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story.
You should have said something.
You should have told me this sooner.
I've been hiding it all my life. I'm sorry.
You do feel guilty. About Sonia
Dunn and the ring. Well, I told her about you and Joe Dunn. I had no choice.
And what did she say?
I don't think she took it too well, but she might come to understand it.
Maybe. But I'm not so sure you'll be able to keep my other secrets safe.
Let's see, what have we got? Some sensors here.
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
Oh. Okay, we've got a looking one still.
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
Oh. Okay, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Belinda S. Lovelace. Okay. Well, there's a card there too. Wonder if I'll get a chance to pick that up. What else can you smell besides pie? The perfume?
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances.
Cherry pie.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world. Let me go get a knife from the kitchen.
To come back and stab you with?
And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ? Coffee?
Coffee.
I'll take some coffee, thanks.
With cherry pie, you wouldn't want orange juice, surely. A USB-C 3.5 adapter with the Mac. Oh. Will return.
She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth.
Is she though? He's been a bit nosy, isn't he? Just going through her house.
Feels good to stretch out now and then.
Really? That's it? He will return with a drink. How much of the pie is he going to eat? Bloody hell. Is he just eating the whole thing? Has he eaten the whole thing so he can get a fresh scent on things? Okay, so I think there's a glitch there because I'm pretty sure there's a wall. Now we can smell the fragrance. Is that?
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog. Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew is here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
I understand your motives.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Under the cushion.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that. That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
Oh.
Mary, for Christ's sake, put that knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
Just want to help.
Mary, I came here to help.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Leave her alone!
Bobby!
Oh, okay. How the heck did we end up in this mode? Why does it keep putting me in here? I was looking to grab the tray. Sorry guys, I'm just getting a tad distracted. Grab the tray now. Oh shit. Oh. I didn't know you could die. Wow, that's a bit grim. Yeah, it was a bit long-winded. So I'm not going to get our heads slammed this time.
I'm gonna kill you!
I'm on your
I'm
side,
on your
Bobby.
side.
But I'm not on yours!
Ouch. Oh, bloody hell. So you just had a heart attack. No.
Bobby!
Call an ambulance.
So not a fan of them being
Do as I say.
portrayed as a
Go on,
thug.
call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget. 1. Stay calm. 2. 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 7 Mississippi.
I can't believe after all that the guy had a heart attack.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby.
Staying alive, yeah.
Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Thank you.
I couldn't say if he was doing it the correct way or not.
I had lots
And
of
if-
reasons to consider this a great day.
If that was just a heart attack,
I had
yeah,
investigated a suicide
it
case.
needs more than CPR, I think.
I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect,
To the rhythm of staying
and I
alive.
had saved a life.
I've never heard the
And
staying
yet,
alive
everything
rhythm.
in me screamed that something was going wrong. Terribly wrong.
Well, I think that might be where we call it a night, guys. We made some good progress, more than I expected.
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to see not just vigilantes.
I want a gun.
What the hell?
Of course, that's starting.
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties.
Thank you, Liz.
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
We just trust that guy.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
I know how to pick my men, John.
Do you, though?
I'm not so sure. You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
Save someone's life.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
Smoking in a hospital. Wow. Our times have changed.
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn?
Back from the ads.
Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
When I discovered the murder weapon was his.
As soon as I realized that the murder weapon belonged to him.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
Dunn wanted to call off the
I
fight.
knew Dunn wanted to call the fight off after something Yale did, but I still don't know what.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission. So, I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
Going through a lot.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I will.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor.
Who are? Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Fared well.
Do I look like I fared well to you?
Okay. Dr. Palmer.
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
Long-term effects.
Will this have long-term effects on his health?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Yes, I did hear about that. Luke, yeah, some security
Go away.
patch or something
I don't
caused
wanna
an
see
issue.
you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his
The
guard
software
down in
designed
a
to
place as
protect
quiet as
everybody
this.
became the problem.
Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift.
Alright, I'm gonna pull... Oh, can I pause it here? No, I can't. Shit. Okay. Alright, let's do this bit then. And
He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case.
yeah, I think they worked out what the cause of it was, that they've either deployed or in the process of deploying a fix.
He's clenching his fist.
It'll still be quite a
The
while
sound
before it's all
contained
fixed
anger.
up.
His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase.
Oh, more to check out already. That was quick.
Is he holding back his rage? Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage?
So am I going to get to do this every time I ask something?
He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying. Who killed Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Murder weapon.
I
was
know
yours.
the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you mean?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of those.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
Oh, Frank Cassidy, maybe?
What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager. Or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy. Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jacob's Giambi.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that.
Jake.
Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind. What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an,
apology?
You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
Thank you for the information.
Thank you for...
Pretty sure there's a card there to pick up. Now let's have a look at his boots. Any trace of the paint?
Ugh.
Hill's shoes smell like dead man. That's a bit rough.
The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Ah, here we go. We've got another one now.
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person.
Okay, he's asleep. Or is he pretending to be asleep? Let me just do that. It's almost clear the way you got to move around. We looked at his hand.
Is that eye movement normal? He seems restless. Should I tell someone?
Should probably tell someone.
See, there's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh. Good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway,
okay.
Thank you for letting me know, and for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Okay, so let's see if we can solve this deduction quickly and then we'll call it a night. Phew. No. What's going doesn't to do? Dunn's murder had all carefully planned out. The footprints belong to the gym. Shoes, maybe? Oh, it was.
No, the footprints don't match. If Yale killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Ah, that was it. Okay. All right. We are going to call it a night there, ladies and gentlemen. Give Mr. Carter his poll. I don't even know if he's in chat at the moment, actually. Cast your vote, chat. I don't know if anyone's even in chat at the moment, but I know. Oh, Mr. Carter was quick to jump on it. From out of the shadows. So it's on for tomorrow. Actually, you'll be working tomorrow, won't you, Mr. Carter? Oh no, Saturday's your day off. Sunday you're working. What are you tomorrow? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Mr. Carter, with a resounding 100% votes. PJs. And yes, you would be correct. Pajama pants. One day I hope to do this and we'll have like, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll just come.
We'll do this one time and there'll be like 20 votes there. You might have a bit of competition. Alright guys, what'll be Friday night? I might be back on tomorrow night.
Stop it! It's turning me on!
Excuse me for yawning. Yeah, I might be back on tomorrow night. We'll see. I've got a bit of driving on tomorrow to catch up with Scooby for a couple of hours for her birthday. So I'm looking forward to that going over. Yeah, it's bittersweet, Mr. Carter. It's we get a whole whopping 2 hours with her. After not having seen her for probably like 3 months, give or take. So yeah. But yeah, we'll take her out for a couple of hours. Look, it is absolutely. But yes. We'll, I'm sure we'll talk a bit more about that in the DMs. Alright everybody, thank you to our 2 subs tonight, to Luke and Zeke. Very much appreciated. I don't know if you guys realise, but you do get access to a couple of exclusive sound commands only subscribers have access to. Sorry Mr. Carter, but there is a couple of sound commands you don't have access to. Hey Zeke, will do. You too. Enjoy the rest of your Dead by Daylight matches. I look forward to taking a better look at that software that I linked you. I want to find out a bit more about it because I think that could have some great potential. If it does what I think it does, it'd be really, really good. Oh, excuse me, I've got to again. Bloody hell. I've got to give subscribers some perks, Mr. Carter. I can't give you complete control. But thank you all again. Back hopefully sooner rather than later with what will be part 3 of our Blacksad playthrough. I enjoyed this second part of it a lot more than the first. It's gathered a bit more momentum in terms of story. But there we go. Alright guys, until next time, take care and happy gaming. Good night.